In the recent years, our school has been booming with a great amount of activities. In addition to that is our new venture, Vani Vidyalaya's podcast. This will be a platform where we'll share inspiring stories and interesting conversations. So today we are going to begin with our first episode. I'm Prem of 12F.
And I'm Rakshita of 12F.
So let's just get right into it.
The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet, says the great scholar Aristotle. And I couldn't agree more. Students of all time, we face challenges and difficulties regarding career choices or just facing societal expectations. And these problems have evolved with the passage of time too. So today, let's break the stigma around this situation and hopefully we can all learn to cope better.
So in our first episode, we have with us a person. His aim is to provide free quality NEET coaching to students from government and government aided schools. Let us extend our heartfelt welcome to Dr. R. Karthikeyan.
Thank you so much.
The founder chairman of Arthur Foundation. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
So, could you first please brief us about yourself, your personal life, and your connection with Arthur Foundation?
It was during 2018 when I gave my NEET, and it was my previous batch when Anita Akka, she committed suicide, and that became a very political outrageous movement. So that is when I wanted to probably bridge the financial gap between student and quality education. So that was the primary intention to start Arthur. So I started it in 2021 through a fellowship program. So I was the top applicant among 900 applications among the state, and through the fellowship I started this foundation. So I have completed my MBBS. So I am preparing for PG and taking care of my foundation.
Oh, it's great, sir. Yeah.
So thank you so much. Yeah.
So starting off strong, so students of our age, 16 to 18, we're made to write a lot of competitive exams, and like you said, it causes political issues and causes a lot of stress at a young age. So what impact do you think it has?
It's individual's perspective, I would say, at first place, and of course it is very tough. Because when I was into schooling, especially from 6th to 10th, ultimate aim was to crack boards. So we had ample of time. I used to be in extracurriculars. I went for martial art classes. I went for sports. So I was primarily on streets, I would say. But today we could see coaching institutions, schools coming up with coaching pattern right from 7th grade, 8th grade, and foundation course, pre-foundation, and that's how it goes. So it becomes very stressful. One thing I would say is, this is not just your life. There are so many things that you can actually do with the world growing, blooming. We have so much of partnerships with, globally we have so much of partnerships coming up. So that is one perspective that everybody has to probably consider. And second thing, in a positive way, I would say, it makes one individual more decisive. Because to survive in this competitive world, it's very important for you to be that decision-making individual at a very young age. That is survival of fittest today. So that spirit and resilience is what competitive exam will teach you at first place. So I wanted everybody to see it in that perspective.
Yeah. So going on to the next question. This problem has been faced by students for a really long time. How do students cope up with emotional bullying? Especially if it's in a very, very subtle manner, and sometimes they can't even realize it, right? So how do they cope up with it?
Most important question for this current thing, but thing is, people are exposed to social media so much, and the movie culture and everything has changed. Most important thing what a survey says is, mostly they don't understand that they're going through something only in the initial stages, so they come up very late. And most likely what I would say is, they try to adjust to the situations that are going around, and they don't have someone to really talk to because parents are working from 9 to 9 and it's very difficult. So what I would say is, people are trying to go along the society, along with the thoughts and perspectives of the society, because today we have got that stigma, right? So people are going alongside of stigma. So most important is, you have to be at a point to accept what you have to, what you should not. And it's always good to say no. Even our Tala Ajit in the movie, no means no. But we don't take that no advices into account. So we just want a celebrity to come on stage, take a gun and shoot 20 people at her. That's what people enjoy. People do not really enjoy what celebrities give as a piece of advice. So it's most important to understand at the first place and say no and talk to people. Now when I say people go for a counseling session, they see it as a very embarrassing thing.
Yeah.
Seeking therapist help is actually good in a way. So you will be able to talk, they won't be in a position to judge. And there's someone who are very far away from you, like they are not into your first vicinity. So probably we have to seek help and say no at first place is what I would say.
Yeah, that's great advice. So it's a very sensitive topic and a lot of people don't talk about it. But something that is very common among teenagers, is being attracted to someone or having a crush.
Okay.
So what do we do? Do we confess it or do we just suppress the emotion? And also parents have no idea what to do. So what do you think we can do in this?
I guess after this podcast, many parents will come behind me. I would say it has to be, first thing we have to probably advise parents. Thing is, attraction is always seen as equal to love and distraction. From their perspective, maybe even when we become parents tomorrow, we may take it in that way. But what I would say is, every attraction is not equal to relationship, love, distraction. Because I would say at first place, attraction is always equal to admiration. Because we tend to see a teacher, we get attracted to them. It's not eventually the physique or something that is implying there. So there are so many things. But even though supposingly a candidate comes, says I have this infatuation or crush or whatever technicalities that people, Gen Z kids use today, what I would say is, as a parent, it's always okay to know at first level to talk to them to understand what that actually is. Because there are two things that I would say. Once you get into college, most of them tend to get into relationship, and honestly speaking, it's all about physical intimacy today at first place. So it's very important for everybody to probably as a parent to sit, talk to them, understand, normalize it. The moment you normalize it, the kid will easily come out of it. So rather than addressing this to student, I would say this is a point to address to parents, to tell them that normalize, talk to them, understand, and not probably at first place tell this is distraction, this will pull your life entirely, you are digging pit for your own self. This is how parents emotionally outburst. So probably that has to be addressed at first place. So confessing is all something part of life, and you guys are so expertise than us, so I don't want to talk about it. Yeah.
So going on to the next question, let's just be real, we've all done this. We just take up our phone, we start to scroll, and then we see our friends post. They're in a big event or in a highly marketized movie, and we get this fear of missing out. It just hits us really bad. How do we combat this fear of missing out, even though we most of the times know that this is not good?
Thing is, people say I have the pressure to make friends. I would say making friends is a pressure. I always put it in a different way. Because honestly, even during my college days, I had only one or two friends. So I prefer to be alone. And though there are pros and cons of it, but at one point it will give you peace. What I would say is, today we talk about betrayals. Everybody who has, people use this depression very easily. I'm very depressed. You ask them what the issue is, they say, my friend was very close to me, suddenly betrayed me, spoke ill about me to another person. And this goes in a loop. So what I would say is, everything will take time, be it friendship or relationship or anything that you do in life, even your work. It's always a process. It's about cumulative of time, efforts and progress. So this three should eventually fall in place for anything to go successful. So give that time. It's not that you come today, you make 10 friends tomorrow. There are so many movies promoting college life and school life with a group. That will eventually take you nowhere, I would say. So give time, give process, and do not expect anything in return. Like whenever I meet people, I say, do not worry, I will not expect anything in return. You need any help, seek help from me. I'll do my best, but I will not expect anything in return. So that assurance or that maturity is what you need today. So eventually everything goes wrong when you expect something in return from an individual. So give that time, give that effort, and let it eventually progress. So it has to be mutual is what I would say.
So coming to habits and personalities, throughout our childhood, throughout our life, we've been told to only cultivate good habits, right? But we do fall victim to bad habits like procrastination. I'm going to call myself out here.